When you see this kind of presentation, it is made with the intent to lure someone into relationship with her. My dear brother, if you dare go into relationship with her hoping she has learned her lesson, the truth is she has learned nothing, because people don't change, they can only adjust, and you really need to know this. Regardless whatever story they tell during this kind of presentation, my dear brother, they will always go back to their default setting, because that's what they've got, and that is what exactly they are going to give you. So you guys really need to smart off.
I don't think I can ever love anybody like I loved my ex-husband. Most women can't say that. It's a hard thing for women to say. My ex-husband was a very sweet man. He took care of me like no other person would take care of me. He took care of me when I was seasoned. He took care of me he took care of me when no one else was there. He was there.
You can imagine the accolade is given to the man when the man is no longer there. And these are the accolades he never gave the man when the man was there. So you guys really need to think. This accolade is coming to lure someone who might just think she has changed. And if you dare go in, you will have yourself to blame. You just think, my dear brother, imagine how what the guy has done to her, to have been addressed as a sweet man today. What does she pay him with? And that is what you need to know.
Never say never, but I don't know if I can love anybody the way I love him. So
brothers, that right there, that is an open check for that man to either come back if he's so stupid, or for anyone who is thinking this is a changed person to come in. She will always give you the same thing she gave to that man, because that's all she's got. My dear brother, it's a trap, and you really need to know.
when we first got here, my whole focus was school. He told me not to work, not to do anything. This man worked 2-3 jobs just to make sure I was going to school. Listen, you give props where props deserves. He worked his butt off to make sure I went to school. I got all types of degrees then. It's all types of degrees. Just kept on to school and kept on to school.
Oh, your husband was cooking for you, right?
Oh, cooking all the time. You know, then now you know that man was it's a fancy man. You know he was cooking all types of stuff for me. Cook, I did not cook. I still don't know how to cook. I don't care. After my divorce, I didn't know how to put gas in my car.
This is the more reason I always tell you that nice men will always finish last. Just imagine a woman that has nothing to offer in a relationship. She cannot cook, she cannot clean, she cannot even light up the gas cooker, she cannot even fill gas into her car. My dear brother, what do you think is going on? It means that man is a nice man. Although the man is not stupid, he was doing it for a particular reason, hoping she is going to appreciate it. But when the man got what he wants, you know the next move. You guys think about it.
I love all of that. I love all that over something that I could have probably, at that time I took it for granted. Like when he didn't wash my car, I'd be like, why didn't you wash my car? Like,
you can hear what you just said. She missed all that because she took all what he was doing for granted. My dear brother, that is the point of pain. And that is the more reason she is playing victim card now, for you to think she has learned her lesson.
Do you think the degrees got to your head?
Yes. Yes, I think it got to a point. I had the job, I had the corner office, right? I was working for the state of Ohio. You couldn't tell me nothing. Here I was meeting with the mayor and blah, blah, blah. And I was out there and, he'll say something. I'll be like, what you talking about? You from Uncle Satan, sit down somewhere. I'm the one that filed for you. That's another story, okay? When you file for somebody to get their green card or become, whatever it is, they don't owe you nothing. If that's your husband, that's your husband. Like, you filed for your husband. Why do you think you have to get something from that? And not all of those relationships ends up bad.
And you can imagine that question is asked for her to play that victim game furthermore. But unconsciously, she dropped the bomb and said she is so disrespectful to the man. She was actually misbehaving to this man because she filed for the man. And you can see, now the man has got what he wants, the man flee. Now she is advising a whole lot of people that if you fight for somebody, it doesn't mean she hold you something, or probably, my dear brother, the relationship ended the way our own relationship just ended. And you need to be smart about that.
He'll start talking. I'm like, I'm about to call immigration on you. About to call immigration on you. Immigration. Meanwhile, hold on. Meanwhile, I'm scared. Meanwhile, I didn't mean it. I took him for granted. Right? Like, men needs to feel validated. Just like women want to feel validated, men want to feel validated. They want to feel important. And I think I took him for granted. I took the fact that he's always going to be there. He has nowhere to go. He loves me, and I took it for granted. I lost a sense of respect for him, you know, the respect that you give a man to be able to help him to become the leader.
And that is why you really need to be careful right there, because she's an expert in calling police for the men. She's an expert in calling immigration and immigration whatever to handle the men. Telling you she's afraid is a game you really need to know. Nobody get afraid to make call that can really damage people's life. Think. And despite the man is so sweet as she described, yet she can call police and immigration for him. My dear brother, who are you that you are not sweet? Think. She can call the worst, maybe people to fire you. Think. Do not fall for their stories. All they did to the first man is still fresh in their mind, and they can do it again.